Hello and welcome to the Art of Confident Driving. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a great week. And today I am thrilled to have Jeannie with me. We're going to be talking about L plates and maybe even P plates and what we need to do to be legal and to give us a really big helping hand. So let's get on with the show. Okay, so guys, L plates, P plates, whatever plates you're going to be wearing. Listen, we're talking about being legal. So you will need to check your state and territory rules. Some of them are different. So, for example, in New South Wales, you're actually required to have the plates on the outside of the vehicle. So can I strongly recommend that you get a good set of plates? So whether it's L's or P's, you do have to have them on the outside of the vehicle. Here in Queensland, you can have them on the inside. I'm not a fan of inside. Two reasons, especially with the rear window, it's often heavily tinted. So it is very hard to see that L plate from the inside of the car. It must be visible from 20 metres away. And I can tell you now, the ones with the heavily tinted windows, there is no way it's 20 metres away. So please think about where you're going to place your plates. As I say to my students, please be loud and proud, right? You're only a learner once in your life, hopefully. And these are the things you want to say to other people, to communicate to other people, to say, I'm a learner, please take it easy on me. So to have that information hidden is not really great for other drivers. So have it out, have it loud and proud, and make sure that they're secure. So I do recommend there's little slip-in ones that you can use where you can pop the plate in instead of a magnet. So it's whatever works for you guys. Go to your local auto store. They're going to have a fair good range. But yeah, please make sure that they are easily visible. Now, can you have more than one plate? Of course you can. Of course you can. You can have plates on the side. You can have them on the front and rear. You must have them on the front and rear. But if you want them on the side as well, rock on. Again, the more information other drivers have, the better. All right, Miss Jeannie.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Liz.
Oh, my pleasure. And most of all, thank you for coming up with this brilliant idea.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm quite excited about it.
I'm thrilled. I can tell you now, as a driver trainer of all these years, it would have made a big difference to have this when I first started. So what Miss Jeannie has come up with, actually you tell us, what have you come up with?
So I created a product for our learner drivers because I think it's really important to keep them safe, or raise probably more road awareness of where they are at in their learner driver experience and journey. So when I was teaching my kids, I have 4 children, to drive, I wanted everyone outside the car to know, hey, this is our first time out.
That's right.
Second, third, fourth time, you guys need to back right off.
Yeah.
I'm super, super nervous. I'm stressed to the hilt.
Yeah.
Like this because I'm the supervising driver. I don't always get it right, but, we make mistakes. But I didn't know how to communicate that to the public. So what I've now come up with is a learner hours pack. Yep. So it's a visual display of how many hours your learner driver has done. So people behind can see, hey, it's their first hour, back right off. Because I've just used it with my daughter. I didn't have it with the other 3 boys, but I've just used it with my daughter and created it. So I noticed a huge difference when I put it on my car. People could see you could almost see them retreating. Let someone else in front. This L plate has only done 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 6, 7, 12.
Exactly.
Like they are baby learner drivers.
That's right.
Because there is a gap.
A huge
Everybody
gap.
knows what the L plate means.
Yeah.
But nobody knows the gaps from the first hour through to 100.
That's right.
Where are they at?
Yeah.
So, I came up with this creation. And
honestly, it is a genius idea because, as you say, a learner driver at hour 1 is going to be a whole lot different to a learner driver at hour 20 and even hour 50, 70, and certainly at 100.
Yes.
So you'd often think, you may not need, the hours shown when they're close to attempting their test. But I disagree. I think, especially, you know, when I'm entering motorways with my learners, I've taught them well how to enter a motorway. And you'd want other drivers to know, look, this kid does know what they're doing. You know, they're in control of the car, they're in control of what they're doing the procedure correctly. So I want other drivers to be aware this is not a learner on their hour 2 entering the motorway. This is a learner driver who is competent and knows what they're doing, so don't give them a hard time.
Yeah, exactly. And I found we didn't have the yelling, the abuse, the tailgating, which is terrible.
Yes.
You know, racing to get in front. We still saw that every now and then, especially when they saw it was, you know, how many hours, all that sort of stuff. But I personally, because I was watching as well as trying to watch Sophie at the same time, people were just retreating right back off, or even moving to another lane.
Good.
Which I found took a lot of pressure off her.
Yes.
It took the pressure off because I'm like, see, bub, look, they've moved over.
That's right.
All right. So now just relax. And she felt a lot better behind the wheel. She was putting up her hours.
Yeah.
For people to see, I'm not on 1 anymore, I'm up to 10 or I'm up to 30 or I'm up to 40.
Yeah.
And when we first went out, like her stress level was through the roof because I was teaching a manual.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder than an auto.
Oh, definitely.
You've got a lot more to think about.
That's right.
And all that sort of stuff. And, you know, when we came to the lights one day and she stalled 3 times, no one tooted.
There you go.
They saw that she was up to like 3 hours.
Yep.
Went round.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also as the learner driver, they also get that little bit of sense of accomplishment by saying, oh, look, I can take off hour 2 and put on hour 3.
Trust me, they do it.
Yeah.
And it matches what's in their logs.
Right.
So it has to match.
Yes.
All right. You know, some kids can be sneaky and say, you know, I've done X amount of hours when I haven't.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you ever get pulled over, it should actually match what's on your car.
Of course it should. So, parents, that's a good excuse to take a look at the app and see how many hours they've listed. And for those parents who haven't caught up with, you know, approving the trips, guys, get onto that because, believe me, you don't want a big, long list at the end. You want to stay on top of it the whole way. But so show us the product. I think it's brilliant.
So what it is 2 magnetic plates here, and they're very strong, really strong.
They are. They're very thick. So
very, very thick.
Yeah,
so we've got our flimsy little L plates. So
exactly.
I don't know how many of those I've bought.
Yeah.
Probably at least 20 because they fly off all the time.
Me too.
All right. So you've got your flimsy little L plate. So that goes on at the back of your car, which should be like that at the back of your car. And then your hours plate will sit on that side. So that it should match. So people read left to right.
Yeah.
Right. So your L plate should be on the left and then the hours because you read from left to right.
That's exactly
right. So that's how I did mine.
Yep.
So you'll come with 2 hours plates and 3 sets of numbers here from 1. So you can make up from 1 to 100. That's why I've given you 3 sets of numbers.
Yep.
Plus in like New South Wales and Victoria, it has to be 120 hours.
Yep.
That's why I've done the 3 sets of numbers.
Yep.
Plus a little carry case so you can just pop it in your glove box.
That's right.
So you're not searching everywhere.
Where's the numbers gone in the car? Yes, they've gone down the side of the seat belt.
Sits really nicely in your glove box so you don't have to go searching every time.
Yep.
You know, they pop them on when they put their L plates on.
Yeah. See, that to me, I mean, honestly, guys, the difference, and you've got them over there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
Here's an example. So if you've got the
look at that
1 hour, that is visually, you know, they can
obvious.
See that.
Yeah.
You know, from a good 10, 15 metres away.
Yes.
When you've got your L plate sitting like that.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's left to right. Sorry, left to right.
So on the back of the car, Jeannie's suggesting have that on the left-hand side near the left brake light and this one on the right-hand side near the right brake light.
Yeah. So then you can just easily change the numbers. So they just come off like that.
Yep.
So you can have like 24 hours.
Yeah.
42 hours.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or 40, whatever. They don't come off.
No.
Very strong.
Yes, they're very thick magnets.
Very, very strong magnets. And then even like, you know, when Sophie Like Liz said, I still display
There you go.
the 100 hours.
100 hours.
Everywhere we went. Even though she was up to 100 hours
Yep.
over the last few months,
Yeah.
I still put it on the car because I still wanted people to know
That she's done.
that she's done 100 hours,
Yeah.
but she's still learning.
Exactly.
Still
and
learning.
again, this is the thing I say about plates. Loud and proud, have them out there. But this is such a brilliant idea, not just for professionals like myself, but absolutely for mum and dad and the regular supervising drivers who the amount of times, I'll have a chat with a parent after a lesson and they say, oh, they're constantly tailgating me. So that could dramatically drop the incidence of tailgating by other road users.
Tailgating will drop when they see that.
Exactly.
I can guarantee
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Even like at the 10 or the
Even at
20
the
or
10,
30
'cause
hours
that's-
because they know, they've only been out 20 times.
Exactly.
Or they've only been out 30 times.
That's right.
That they're still like little kindy drivers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, the communication with other road users, you've heard me say that hundreds of times, guys. It is so important to communicate with other road users. And I'm not lying when I say, wow, this is one of the best ways I've ever seen of communicating what level a learner is at.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
It's just a visual display.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're only been out twice.
Yeah.
You know, they're only been out the 10th time.
Yeah.
All right, because we all know that an L plate stands for a learner driver. However, we don't know the gap from the time they start to the time they finish.
That's right.
And there's a big gap from where a learner has gone out for the first time in their driving lesson to when they've been out their 100th time.
That's right. Yeah.
There's a big gap
Huge
in their
gap.
confidence, in their road rules, in their knowledge, and how to merge, how to work with other drivers.
That's right. And how not to be put off by other drivers, especially when they're acting aggressively.
Yes.
So I think, again, it's letting other drivers know where you're at and what can, what can happen if you're nasty to somebody who isn't, very
and
experienced.
Are nasty. There are terribly nasty and impatient and intolerant
Yes.
drivers who forget that they were a learner as well.
Exactly right. I think there's a level of selfishness on the roads now, which is really quite disappointing because, we need courtesy on the roads. We need communication. We need to work together to all get to where we want to go safely.
Yes.
So,
totally
but look,
agree.
Congratulations, Jeannie. That is a brilliant idea. Aussie idea. Yay.
It is an Aussie idea. Mum of 4. Yeah.
Mum of 4. Isn't that wonderful? So, you've certainly gone through the ringer.
Certainly. So, I came up with the idea when my first child, Tom, was learning to drive.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know how to implement it. And he's 31 now.
Wow. There you go.
So, I started to create it pre-COVID. And then the whole COVID thing hit and the entire world shut down and nothing could get done.
Yeah.
But, and I wanted a good quality product that was going to stay on the car, that wasn't going to fly off, and that parents didn't have to repeatedly buy the product again and again and
exactly.
again because it was flimsy.
This is a one-off. This is so lovely and thick and strong.
So I've driven it. I've test driven it in my car down the M1, doing 100, 110 in the rain to see if it would come off, and it didn't. So I was really, really happy with the quality of the product.
Yep.
The strength of the magnet is really strong.
Yep.
When or if you decide to order your packs, you'll put an L plate next to it and you'll see how good it is.
I'm so impressed because the amount of L plates, certainly at the front of my car, that I've lost, that's why I don't bother with the magnets at the front, but this one stays on. So
yeah,
I'm thrilled.
So if you'll see, if you, purchase through Liz, it's either or. You can go to the website, which is, www.learnerhours.com. You'll see how it is displayed here.
Mm-hmm.
So the L plate's one side and the hours are the other. And there's a visual display also on the website. But due to feedback from other schools, driving schools, I've now created 2 options. So there is the option where you can get 2 packs with 3 lots of numbers, plus you'll get the carry case as well. Or you can just get the one learner hours with enough numbers to make up 100 for Queensland and South Australia. So that's the feedback I've got from other driving schools. And I'm happy to work with the driving schools for the best interest of our kids.
Exactly right.
Right. So,
and that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
It's to keep the kids safe, the supervising drivers from having a meltdown and every other road user happy because just again, communicating
Yes.
and 2 lots of yellow also grabs attention.
Yes. I tried to do it the same colour
Yeah.
as our L plate.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to be distractive.
Yeah.
So they're both same colour where you can just read from left to right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
And change the numbers. It's so easy. And you find your kids will change the numbers.
Yeah.
Because they don't want everyone to think, oh, I'm still on 1.
Yes, exactly right. No, it's like I say, it's a brilliant idea, and I sincerely hope that we go worldwide with this.
Yeah, I truly do. I think,
Because-
yeah, especially in Australia, especially the Western countries.
So thank you so much, Miss Jeannie, for coming up and
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Liz.
our pleasure.
Coming on board as a really well-known driving school as well.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, I'm definitely pushing this. I've, as you'll see, I'll have it on this website, but I'll also have it on my driving school website, and I'm going to annoy all of my friends who are driving instructors. But yeah, it really is a brilliant idea, and it will definitely save a lot of angst in the car.
It will, but it's not only just for parents, it's for other supervising drivers as well. So don't just think, oh, it's only for parents like this. You can have it as an auntie or an uncle.
That's right.
You know, as a friend who
Grandparents.
takes, but you can have them in the glove box.
Exactly
Or
right.
even gift them as gifts.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. There you go.
So,
A driving lesson, and you learn a plate.
and you learn a
Love-
plate. So a lot
love
of, when, you know, Sophie was learning to drive, you know, her friends were using the plates as well. And the parents found it, you know, really helpful.
Yes.
Or the supervising driver
Yeah.
as well.
Absolutely.
Because, you I don't know, like you real stop and think about it. If you came up behind a car that had an L plate with 1 hour on it, what would you do?
Yeah.
You'd back right off.
Exactly right.
I know I would.
Yes. I teach that. I say don't trust any other learner because they could, you know, have a little moment where things aren't going so great.
Well, that's it. And it's also education for other road users as well.
Yeah.
You know, hey, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is only where they're at.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because you just assume that they've done how many hours when they haven't actually done it.
Exactly right.
So, yeah, that was my whole purpose, to raise road awareness for other road users and to get our L-platers, you know, feeling like it's okay to go out on the road. You know, because now other road users can see how many hours I've done.
Exactly. Because I think a lot of them worry, oh, I'm slowing down the people behind me. So, you know, guys, I have spoken about this on quite a few of my podcast episodes, but, you know, if your learner driver isn't up for the busy, fast roads, keep them in the back streets and keep these wonderful learner hour plates on to show people, hey, you know, I've done 5 hours. I need a lot more practice before I head out onto the big roads.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
100%. And it's good to help get their confidence up as well.
Absolutely.
You know, because they're still learning how to merge. They still got to remember that they have to use the clutch, use the brake, put the blinker on, merge over here, look over their shoulder,
Exactly.
all of this sort of stuff. So everyone else behind them can see how many hours they've done. They'll just give them that little bit extra space.
That's right.
Some race ahead to cut them off because they don't want to be behind them.
Yeah.
You're going to have that. I can't fix that. But majority of them are like, whoa,
Say, okay, I'll give them space, which is always smart.
smart.
All right, my friends, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not often recording, but there you go. So we're looking forward to seeing you next time. And as always, please relax and enjoy the drive. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Miss Jeannie.
Thanks, Liz, for having me.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
And my full driving lessons are available on Apple Podcasts and the artofconfidentdriving.com website, where you will get access to instructional videos. Remember to relax and enjoy the drive. See you next time.